Common resources are not excludable, i.e., they are available free of charge to anyone who wants to use them. They are also rival. One person's use of the common resource reduces other people's ability to use it. Common resources give rise to a new problem. Once the good is provided, policymakers need to be concerned about how much it is used. The tragedy of commons is a parable that illustrates why the common resources get used more than is desirable from the standpoint view of society as a whole. Consider life in a small medieval town, where the most important economic activity is raising sheep. Many of the town's family own flocks of sheep and sell sheep's wool, which is used to make clothing to support themselves. In the beginning, the sheep spend the majority of their time grazing the land surrounding the town, called the town common. The town common is owned collectively by the town residents. It works well as land is plentiful. As long as everyone can get all the good grazing land they want, the town common is not a rival good, and allowing the sheep to graze for free causes no problems. As the population grows, so is the number of sheep grazing on the town common. As the quantity of sheep increases, the amount of land stays fixed. The land loses its ability to replenish itself. Eventually the land will become barren. With no grass left on town common, it becomes impossible to raise sheep. Thus, the town's wool industry disappears and many families lose their livelihood. Roads can either be public goods or common resources. If the road is not congested, use is not rival and the road is a public good. One person's use does not affect anyone else. However, if the road is congested, the road is a common resource. The use of the congested road yields a negative externality. One more person drives on the congested road, it becomes more crowded and other people must drive slower. Fish and whales have commercial value and anyone can go to the ocean and catch whatever is available. Each person has little incentive to maintain the species for the next year. Excessive fishing and whaling can destroy commercially valuable marine populations. The ocean remains one of the least regulated common resources. Two problems prevent an easy solution. Firstly, many countries have access to the oceans, so a solution would require international cooperation among countries that hold different values. Secondly, because the oceans are so large, enforcing any agreement is difficult. As a result, fishing rights have been a frequent source of international tension among normally friendly countries. When Europeans first arrived in North America, 60 million buffalo roamed the continent. Due to the popular hunting of buffalo in the 19th century, in the 20th century the buffalo population fell to around 400, and the government had to step in to protect the species. The same challenge faces some African countries today. Elephants are being killed by poachers for the ivory in their tusks. However, not all animals with commercial value face this threat. For example, the cow. The cow is a valuable food source, but no one ever worries that the cow will become extinct as the large demand for beef seems to ensure the species will continue to thrive. The commercial value of ivory is a threat to elephants, as elephants are a common resource. Elephants roam freely without owners, so each poacher has a strong incentive to kill as many elephants as possible. However, a cow is a private good. Cows live on farms that are privately owned by farmers. The government has tried to solve the elephants' problems by making it illegal to kill elephants and sell their ivory. The government has also tried to make elephants a private good by allowing people to only kill elephants on their own property. As a result, landowners now have an incentive to protect animals on their own land and the elephant population will rise.